Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to see a situation. Imagine you are building a contact application and you have almost 100 or 1000 contacts in your contact list. So if you want to print the contact on your mobile or Android app screen, then it's a tedious task. Why? Because as we see previously, we have to assign a variable like contact 1, contact 2, contact, and we have to print one by one. So you almost have to use 1000 print state. So isn't it so tedious task? Okay. So here the Kotlin arrays come to our rescue. So let's see what an array actually is. An array is a continuous object that holds a fixed number of values of a single or different data type. The length of array is established when an array is created. After creation, its length is. So let's see what exactly this definition means. So an array in a continuous object that holds a fixed number of values. So here in our case, this is an array. It's a like character array. It holds a character and it's a continuous. You can see here A, B, C. Each character comes after the previous character. Okay, and it's a fixed number of size. So we have to fix how much long our array has to be at the time of initialization of an array. And the array can be of single or different data type. We will see this in the later how we can create an array which can accumulate a different data type. Okay, the length of array is established when an array is created. So as we have discussed, our array has to be fixed. But why? Because in our computer, array stores as a continuous location. You can imagine it as a rack of memory. In your memory, like some space from address of 001, 002 to 0012 is allocated for this array, and you can imagine this 001 is contributing 1 byte that can hold one character, right? So it almost hold 12 characters, and we have specified a space in memory for 12 characters. That's why we cannot extend it after 13, 14 and so on. So we have to establish its size at the time of initialization of array. After creation, its length is okay. So let's see how we can initialize an array. So here you can see in Kotlin there are two methods with which we can initialize an array. The first one is here val names. Names is the name of array which has a type of array, and in this angular brackets or less than greater than sign, I provided the data type of array which is a string. It's not necessary to provide it, understand on the basis of what value we have provided to the array, but it's far better if we provide it. So after that equals to, and here we use the method array of, and we provide the three values. Here these are the name of my friends I have provided. So this is the names array. Okay, this is the first method to initialize the array. The second way we can initialize the array is val arr is the name of the array. After that assign it value, that is constructor. This is a constructor of array. We will see what the constructor is, but you can imagine it is as kind of a function. So array of 5, so it is of 5 elements, and in curly braces we have to specify what is the value of the element. So it will create an integer or array with length of 5, and that means it has 5 elements which has 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, so this is in this way we can initialize the array. Second thing is indexing of an array. So how we can index the array? So in here you can see the name. This is the name of the array, and with the help of this square brackets you have to provide the index, what index you want. If you provide the index 0, then it prints this first name. If you provide the index 1, then it prints this name. If you provide the second as an index, then it prints the third element of an array. So indexing means in memory array has a specific type of sequential pattern which it stores the values or the string, int or characters, and we can access those with the help of this indexing method. Okay, and here you can also see we can access the second element of this integer array in the same way with arr method. The third thing is we can find the size of an array. So to find the size of an array, you can provide the name of the array in this way. This is the fruits array, which have some name of fruits like apple, bananas, and we have to specify the dot operator fruits dot, and we have to specify size, that is size. So it will return the size of array. We will see all these things in the code example. So without wasting time, let's get into the code example. So here now we are in the code examples. So let's see how we can initialize the array. So initializing the array, I have created an array with the three kind of fruits, that's are apple, mangoes and bananas. I will run the program. Okay, these arrays are initialized and we got these two notification because we have not used this array. Okay, so let's uncomment this code of indexing and let's see these arrays are created and we can index the values one by one. Okay, so here you can see at the first index we have fruit, that is apple. You can see here at the second index we have fruit, that is mango. At the third index we have the banana. So you can see how we can index the array, and in the this example you can see the first element of this array is 1. Okay, as this array is length of 5 and which all have the integers 1. Okay, so comment back this again. After let's see how we can assign values to an array. Okay, so here fruits at index 0, which is apple, and we are going to assign the value orange to it. Let's run the program and you can see at first index it is orange, but wait, we have shown something like we have declared it as a val, and how we are able to change this. Okay, so the main thing is that val is immutable by default, as we know, but now you can see we are not changing the arrays here, we are changing the specific element of array. So you can imagine it as your array starts at an index of 0101, and this element is at the index of 0101, this element is at index of 0102 and 0103, right? So I am just changing the element at 010, I am not changing the whole array. So that's why I can change the element, or we can change the object which are inside the array. Okay, so in this way we can assign a value of element to the array. And so here we have a comment, you cannot reassign whole array as it declared only once, as it declared as a val. Okay, so now comment this section, uncomment this. Now we are going to see index out of bound error. What if this array has 3 elements? Okay, that has index of 0, 1 and 2. And what if I will try to index or try to print the element at 5th index, which does not exist? And so just I need to change the name of the array roots. Let's run the program. So you can see here exception is thrown in the main thread. Okay, and the exception is that index 5 out of bound for length. So it says your array has only length of 3 and you are trying to access the 5th element. Not possible. Okay, so this is the example of index out of bound error, which is encountered many other times in the coding situations. We have to find this and sort this when we need. Okay, let's see how we can see the size of an array. Okay, so here imagine you are like working on an array and you don't want to throw index out of bound error. That's why you have to know what is the length of array exactly. So in this situation, with the help of array name, that is fruits dot, and this size property, you can print the size of an array. So let's run the program and you can see here print number of elements in array is fruits dot size, and this is replaced with 3. what it indicates, we have 3 elements. After that, the last point we are going to see is we can use strings as a array, or we can index the strings like array. So strings are nothing but the kind of arrays of characters, but the only thing is that we are not able to reassign the elements of this array. Okay, so in string, so here I have created val name is equal to Akshay, that is my name, and let's try to access the elements of this. So for name at 5th index, that is, what is the 5th index? Okay, what is the letter at the 5th index? And that is y. So you can see a is at 0, k is at 1, s is at 2, h is at 3, a is at 4, and y is at 5. So we got at the name 5th index is y, letter is y. Okay, let's try to take the letter at 3rd index. So you can see at the 3rd index 0, 1, 2 and 3 we have h as a element. So this is all about the array in the Kotlin programming language. In the next video we are going to discuss loops or while loop in Kotlin programming language. And if you have any question regarding the arrays, then feel free to ask in the comment section below. And if you have not subscribed this channel, then like and subscribe, and we will meet you in the next video. Till then, happy coding.